Greetings, everybody. Today is May 31st of 2024. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and got some big plans. It's pretty late in the year for getting a garden in, but let me show you what I'm doing and what I'm gonna have. Hopefully, we'll talk about it. Okay, so first thing I'll mention, since we're over here on the west side of the garden, is this tomato trellis. It worked great for 2 years. I had awesome tomatoes out of it. I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I'm going to take it out today. I don't have anything planted over here. This is my normal cornfield. By this time, I would have all that in, and there's nothing planted yet. We just had a pretty late spring, and no water, no rain, no nothing. But anyway, last year my rototiller broke. The engine seized up on it. And I thought, well, instead of buying a new engine, I'll just spend the money on getting me some raised beds. So, that's the first major change in my gardening. There's nothing in this bed planted yet. I've only filled it up and marked it out so I can plant. So, this bed here, what did I plant in? I got some zucchinis in there, and I got some iceberg lettuce in there. The strings are still up because I'm going to plant some other stuff. Probably some spinach. I don't eat cilantro, but maybe I'll throw some of that in there. I got a lot of voluntary garlics growing here, but I'm just walking over them. They're not officially part of the garden. In fact, between my beds, I've planted or broadcast some what I think is crimson clover. So we'll see how that works. The next bed over is what do I got here? I got a lot of stuff in here. To start with, cabbages, early and late cabbage. I don't think I got any red cabbages because they didn't have any red, but they're all green. But also got some beets in there and some radishes in there on the lines. I think radishes are going east to west and beets are going north to south. Got some voluntary lettuce from last year. All that green you see in the garden is lettuce that went to seed last year and come up really well. These beds are not doing so well. So over here I got broccoli, cauliflower, and I put some marigolds in there. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Also in that bed I got some those trap flowers. What are they called? Nastorium, or I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I got them planted in there. I got them planted in here, along with radish and beets again, and some lettuce. I transplanted out of the ground and stuck in there, which is coming in pretty good. This is my first potato bed. So there's potatoes in there, and potatoes in the second bed here. That's what's planted anyway, of course, and the marigolds. Still filling some of these boxes up. I just took a break and decided I'd make a video. Over here I got some really spindly looking tomatoes I got from my sister. The greenhouse is broken. She never did get out there and get them in the greenhouse, but I bought these store-bought bell peppers there. And then over here some more of the spindly tomatoes. They're San Marzanos and jalapenos. For this section, I'll put some more tomatoes in each of these boxes and peppers, and we'll fill them out with the rest of what I got. This is an 8-foot bed. I forgot to mention that. I come over here and give you a big overview. So I drew it out on paper before I built anything. So I got a 6-footer, a 4-footer, and a 5-footer, which was supposed to originally be a 6-footer, but I'm taking dirt out of my garden here and filling them, and I thought I'd put a water feature in, and the 6-foot would have just been too close to where I wanted the water feature. So I switched that box to a 5-footer instead of a 6-footer, and same with this one. So on this next row we got an 8-foot, a 6-foot, and a 5-foot, and then we have a 6-foot, a 4-foot, and there will be a 6-foot here. And then over here I got a 4-foot, an 8-foot, and there will be a 6-footer here. And once I get all the vegetables planted, they're mostly going to be flowers. I'm going to plant some wild flowers in there because you can't see it here, but in the southwest corner of the property, up against the fence, I put 2 beehives. So I got some beehives. Look at this. You know, if you've been watching any of my videos, you know what this is. That's raspberries. They really came in really well. I never did get an update last year about how well they did, but they looked just like this last year. And already we can see here that they are about to produce berries. And I know from last year that this section that I planted in pairs, because I had so many of them, I have raspberries all year. Like, I'm going to start getting them here within a month, and they'll be producing strawberries until winter comes. I'm not kidding. I was surprised. I didn't even know raspberries could do that. And then these are the store-bought raspberries down here, and they're you know, they're budding out too, so they're going to start producing. They don't produce as long, so I'm pretty excited. My hitchhiker strawberries, I don't know if you guys have ever remembered, but they have never produced anything. In fact, I think this is the very first year I've ever seen blossoms on them. And they've been in here for years, so we'll see if I actually get any strawberries. But I'm watering the heck out of them, and I even put a soaker hose down in there this year to help keep everything nice and hydrated. And they're looking really good. I mean, everything in here just is beautiful green and looking good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at that, guys. You have seen the discovery live on video recorded. There's the potato popping out. I'll be darned. Already, I wasn't expecting them for a little bit longer, and I can see I've got some bulges over here too, so we're about to get some real potatoes. At least we're going to have one plant of potatoes. All right. This is all that I have planted so far this year. It's just been, like I said, it's just a late year. I don't know if you remember my herb garden from last year, but it's here. What survived last summer went into the house over winter, and I got about 1 plant per layer actually survived. And I did not know this, but check this out. Remember, I planted these for the rabbit last year. Well, the rabbit died. It disappeared. And so I never did harvest them or nothing, but look what happens if you just leave your cabbage in. This is cool. I'm going to start leaving my cabbages out all, you know, to do this kind of stuff. And take a look at this. This is year number 3 for this peppermint. Can't wait to get some tea going there. They finally, oops, shadow here. They finally decided to spread out. So it's last year's growth laid down on the ground over winter time, and then they've sprung roots out of the base of it. Finally got rid of that stump. So this is oregano. Remember, I planted 2 types of oregano here a couple years ago, and this is the second summer it's come back. That is to say, the second spring. I'm going to actually dig this one up today, and I'm going to break it apart and put it actually in with the tomatoes, which I'll show you later. All right, and again, we didn't get any rain, so already my rhubarb has gone to seed. So once again, I didn't get to harvest any rhubarb this year, but I got a lot of seed here, so hopefully that's some good seed that'll propagate this area. I did try to plant some cherry seeds, but I got them in too late, and not a single one came up in my little cages here. So no cherry trees, but these are leftovers from 2 years ago. This garlic has been growing here. I'm just hoping it'll just propagate and keep on growing. I did not get any peas. I can't even find them in the stores. Ward Feed shut down and relocated to Ace Hardware, and they're not getting any seeds anymore. I don't know. I don't understand that. There's a lily that bloomed, one of them, even though I didn't have any rain and I don't have the sprinkler system up and running. It's the end of May, which means it's Blackbirds Matter month starting. So here's some more rhubarbs gone to seed. And I had spearmint planted in here. I don't know if you remember that. All in here, but I don't see any anymore. And what kind of looks like it might be, I think this is elm tree. So I gotta pull all that out because we don't want that much elm trees growing. So here's some more oregano. So I'll leave these oreganos here to see if we can fill in this whole bed. Well, everybody, that's the state of my garden.